What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy IM coming at you again with the CBR 1000RR. Today we got a small little project. First things first, stomp grips. Second thing second, installing my GoPro session so I can go ahead and get this MotoVlog thing officially started. Alright, check back in a second. I'm back. So I'm sitting on my CBR 1000RR. I think I'm going to go ahead and mount my GoPro session right here. At this point, you're not going to be getting that windscreen cut off, and then you'll still be able to see a wide angle focus of me dipping down into turns and so on and so forth. So this is definitely going to be the spot. I'm going to go ahead and get this on. Check back in a second. And of course, random side note, if you're going to be mounting anything adhesive-like to your bike or anything whatsoever, make sure you get that area nice, and I do mean nice and beautifully clean first to make sure it sticks properly. Check back in a second. So I actually had just a small little mishap. I realized that the other mount that I was using, this piece was actually curved. Hold on. This is the one I'm talking about. You can see that curve in it. So basically what was happening is it was causing like a little rise. So it wasn't hitting like flush on the fairing like it was supposed to. I've actually seen some videos on YouTube of guys, GoPros popping off of their bikes. It's very unfortunate, but it happens a lot in the videos that I've seen. So again, when you're mounting your GoPro, just make sure that you have a flat piece that sits flush so you don't have any issues with the adhesive, you know, being uneven in certain areas. Check back in a second. Alright, so got the GoPro mounted. In my opinion, it looks extremely dope. Neighbor's cutting his grass right now. This guy only comes outside when I come outside. I don't get it. Anyways though, got it on there. Let me show you how it really looks. You can see on the front fairing, that's the angle that I mounted mine at. And again, that pretty much just gives like a full view of like kind of like a skim of the top of the tank. You can see me as the rider. You can see me when I'm leaning in. You can see me tucking to either side with the wide view. It's definitely pretty dope. But now let's go ahead and get to the stomp grips. Check back in a second. So here we go, stomp grips. Where did I get them from? How much did they cost? I actually ordered mine from RevZilla. I had like a $5 in Zilla cash, so I went ahead and used that. Got it for basically 44 bucks. Free shipping over $39 with RevZilla. I got them in the mail like 3 days later. You can literally find these at Cycle Gear in store, just about any sport bike shop in store, just about any place that sells motorcycles. They're not hard to come by, but they are generally about 50 bucks everywhere you look. Check back in a second. Cool, so with my IQ showing me to be smarter than the average bear, already prepped this area. It's nice and clean, smooth and free of all any dirt and debris or wax. So we're gonna go ahead and get these things thrown on. Check back in a second. So let's get down to business. Putting on a stomp grip is not rocket science. You buy these bike specific. You can buy these to where you can custom cut them. Don't waste your money and waste your time trying to do that. It costs the same money. It's 50 bucks either way around. So just get the one that's bike specific. These actually come with 2 pieces per side, but I actually don't need my second piece because my second piece would actually end up right here on this bike, and I usually don't get my knees up that far, but knowing me, I'll probably just go ahead and install this anyways. But as you can see, it fits perfectly. Look at how they cut these things. Like, they literally modeled this right up on a CBR 1000RR to make sure that they fit perfectly. So again, line it up, make sure that you're going to be following a specific line. You can see I have the curves here, and it's going to fit right there around the edges, dang near perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and slap this baby back on, put it on there permanently. I'll check back in a second. Alright, so I was over here being the science guy, rocket scientist, and I said it's not rocket science, but I think I'm going to put mine on, and I'm actually going to leave like a little bit of red trim exposed, just for like a little bit of contrast right there. Probably should have gone with clear to leave these black lines to show, but I mean, come on, who really cares about that? So the best way to do this is, and I can't show you holding the camera, but peel a piece back. As a matter of fact, bump that. I'll check back in a second, show you how to do that. Okay, so if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm basically just kind of rolling this back slowly but gently. You don't want to get your fingers on the glue. So basically it's like just keep on kind of peeling the edge back. And then once I get this edge peeled back all the way, I'll show you how I'm going to install it. I'm not going to take this whole thing off at one time. I'm going to gradually pull it off so I can make sure that I'm pressing the stomp grip down to my tank as firmly as possible. Check back in a second. So I got it pulled about halfway back. The next step is to go ahead and line it up. exactly where you want to get it on there, and then you'll start pressing it back. I'll check back in a second. Okay, so this is basically what I was talking about. You get the back piece off, and that way you can just start kind of rolling it back. You see how I kind of follow that body line right there? It's not entirely perfect, you know, whatever. But it looks good enough. You can still see a little bit of red and black contrast right there. I'm going to go ahead and get this done. Let's get it knocked out. Number 1 is on there. Let's go ahead and throw on stomp grip number 2. Might as well get them both on there. Just saying. And yo, same routine. Pull it part of the way back. Boom. Slap it on there. Get it done. Check back in a second. And there we have it. All installed and good to go. Repeat the process for the other side. I think this looks dope. I'm gonna give this about a day to dry before I actually test it out and see how these things hold up in the turns, see if all the rumors are true and all that good stuff. So today we got the GoPro mounted, we got the stomp grips put on. Yeah, that's basically it for today. Be checking back in. I got some more upgrades coming pretty soon. This bike was pretty stock when I got it. As always, please like, subscribe, share. Definitely consider getting involved. We got a lot of great content coming to you guys. Love you. See you in the next one.